Now, just a short ride down Route 1, we come to Saugus, and the Route 1 Grillhouse, you know what? They are famous for their marinated steak tips. You won't find any better steak tips around. So what do you say we get this flavor ride going? And just a stone's throw away from the mighty Route 1 Cactus, there's a gem of a restaurant that will have your tummies rumbling in anticipation. Now, they're known for their rustic atmosphere here, and of course, their legendary steak tips. You know I had to come right to the kitchen because the Route 1 Grillhouse, well, they're famous for their steak tips. And Tony, I see you're hard at work right now.
We do this every day, Scott, every day. Angus beef here today, nothing but the best for our steak tips. Tenderize it ourselves. We got our own marination here that we make every day. And we've been doing this since 1980. Wow. My grandfather back in the day, we used to have the butcher shop and still doing it today.
How many pounds do you go through in a week?
We got to go through 1,000 pounds a week, I'd say.
And how long does it marinate for?
Right now, we do about 24 to 48 hours.
Well, I want to get the evening off right. And you know how to do that?
Yeah.
We got to start it off with a drink,
You
right?
got to have a drink, yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to the bar to do just that.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you got to start the evening off right. And that's why I brought Gina in. Gina, what do you have for me right here?
So here we have the Saugus Sachem. It's one of our signature martinis.
Woo, it's filled right to
It
the
represents our local community, high school mascot, the Sachem, Dolly raspberry, blueberry, cranberry, our strawberry puree, nice, refreshing martini.
And you know, it also has the color of Saugus, which is the red. And speaking of red, you now have pizza.
We do. People have been loving it. Beautiful pizza oven, quality ingredients, thin crust, personal size pizza. It's been great.
I can't wait to start the evening now. The steak tips, well, they've been on the grill. So I got to go find Jeff and try the rest of the food.
You're gonna love it.
It's now time to talk food, and I could just smell the aroma of those mouth-watering, sizzling, delicious steak tips. So it's time to dive in to all the deliciousness here at the Route 1 Grillhouse. I was in the back with your brother, and here are the steak tips, and they are phenomenal. Let's talk about the marinade.
Family recipe we've had for a long time, 30 years, and I really can't tell you what's in it, but I'd love to, but I can't.
Oh, come on. You could tell us.
I'll tell you off camera.
All right, off camera. But they're so tender, and of course that marinade just kicks it to that next level.
It does.
But you come here for the steak tips. That's what you're known for.
That's our staple.
And one of the items, and I am not kidding, I've had this many, many times. I've come here with friends, and I order this all the time. I'm not a big seafood lover, but I love scallops. And this dish, I think is one of my favorite dishes of all time.
Customer favorites, it's a pan-seared scallops over risotto with asparagus. It's fantastic.
It's so good. And you know, the risotto takes a long time to make.
It does.
The flavor that comes out of that is just sensational.
Or you can tell it takes a long time just by the flavor.
Trust me, folks, run in, try this dish. Now, Route 1 Grillhouse, you gotta have a burger, and you just can't have the average burger. You got a burger, and there's a fried egg in the middle.
This is the Grillhouse burger. It comes with onion strings, so it's a half a pound of meat. You better be hungry when you come in.
Yeah, that's a big meal. You gotta be hungry. You're right on that. And then, to round things off, I love barbecue. This is just so tender. This is a full slab.
One of our staples.
You know the sign of a great barbecue? It's when it gets all over you, and that's what this is doing. But you know, that's a badge of honor.
It is. You can't eat that with a fork and a knife. You have to dig right in with your hands.
From barbecue to seafood to Italian, oh my, we tasted it all. And let me tell you folks, every bite was a flavor explosion. So get yourself down to the Route 1 Grillhouse in Saugus, and trust me, your taste buds will thank you.